So I just took care of a patient who was here for a laceration, but he was telling me this story, this crazy story when he was a kid, how he was electrocuted. And he said he grabbed a live wire, the current traveled down to his feet and bounced back up off the ground and shot the top of his skull off. Now, come on, I didn't believe this guy, but he insisted upon me feeling his head, and certainly enough, when I felt the top, you can see where his skull was deformed and repaired. And I was amazed because he was still growing hair there, and this happened some 30 plus years ago. So this guy survived. I fixed his laceration, but it got me thinking about electrocution. And there's sort of two different types of electrocutions that happen. There's this one that kind of throws you, and there's the one that causes you to hold on if you're electrocuted. And you've all seen the cartoon images where there's always the character being electrocuted. You can see this sort of electrical activity going through their body. But for kids especially, when it comes to electrocution, it usually happens in a household. It's a very low current. Oftentimes you see they stick something into the electrical outlet. So it's very, very, very important that you put safeguards and safe caps on those electrical outlets. Also with kids, you worry about extension cords. If they were to bite the extension cord, they can cause a very severe injury to their mouth, because there's a nerve that runs here as well, and that can leave them disfigured and leave them with the inability to move their mouth. So you want to make sure you keep all dangerous electrical outlets covered and all dangerous electrical cords out of reach of kids. And for adults, it's usually more industrial. It's usually more when they're at work and they grab one of those high power wires and you see them get thrown. In this case, like the patient I took care of the laceration, he was thrown, and you see oftentimes it's fatal because the electrical activity is so high that it causes damage to the muscles. It can cause the heart to stop, and ultimately can lead to death. So make sure you always know your surroundings, especially if you're out and you're working in the field. And for kids, make sure you safeguard your home.